that people have forgotten about Neymar, right? Let's remind the world, how good he is, man. I think it's about time for Neymar, man. Some Liverpool fans would say, Darwin, Nunez. Don't listen to them because obviously he's nowhere near. Hi guys, welcome back to Football Stan. It's time for World Cup, man. World Cup is gonna come in the next 3 or 4 months. It's gonna be amazing. I'm really excited. I'm really hyped because for me this World Cup is wide open, man. A lot of teams can win it. Obviously there are a couple of teams which are the favorites. Let's talk about the best players from each group, man. We'll be discussing about the best players from each group, how they're influential in their team as well, and who is the best player from each group. Starting with Group A. It's my team is playing it. It's Netherlands, I think it's VVD for me in this group. People can say Mane as well. I think Mane is a phenomenal player, but I think VVD is a better player than Mane because I always say it in competitions like World Cup and these tournaments, I think it's more about the defense, right, than the attack. I think if you put VVD in that Netherlands team and if he stays fit, hopefully he does, because we struggled without him last Euros. Yeah, it was clear, it was evident he was terrible without VVD. But if VVD basically maintains his, if he is fit and if he's playing for Netherlands, I think I can see Netherlands doing some wonderful things in the World Cup. Obviously, we are nowhere near good enough, but with the best, one of the best, the best defender in the world right now, VVD, I think it's possible. Coming to Group B, there are some amazing players in this group as well. Really good players with Gareth Bale coming from Wales. Some people say the Captain America. I don't think so. He's good enough, anymore. I think he has fallen off in a sense. Sadly, he's a great player, but fallen off now. But I would say the best player from this group has to be from England. It has to be from England. The only problem with England is basically they are just not utilizing their best abilities. They have some amazing attacking players, but England still wants to play defensive football. I don't understand, but yeah, that's the thing. But the best player from this group, I personally would say Phil Foden. I think it's wrong. I know it's wrong, but I have this bias. I love Phil Foden. I love the way he plays. I think he's phenomenal, really good. But I think the best player for me from this group has to be basically Harry Kane. He's a goal machine. He's just phenomenal. He's one of the best strikers in the world right now. If England actually play to their strengths, and that's the attack of England, if they actually play like that in this group, which they should be able to dominate with the quality they have, I think Harry Kane will be such a great player. He will score so many goals. He is really good. He's the penalty taker as well. So Harry Kane, if Harry Kane have a good tournament, I think England may have a chance to basically do the unthinkable. Coming to Group C, obviously there are some amazing players as well. Lewandowski, Messi, Angel Maria, Lautaro Martinez. There are some phenomenal players in this group. I think the most influential player for this group can be Lewandowski, it can be Messi, right? Because if it's for Poland, it has to be Lewandowski without a fucking doubt. But when you look at Argentina and Group C, the best player in this group is definitely Messi, and he can be the most influential player as well. Why? If Messi, I said it earlier as well, if Messi actually plays well, players, the level we expect from Messi, like the old Messi, not this season's Messi, and the way he played in finalism as well, I think this Argentina team can actually go there and win the title. They can win the World Cup. I actually believe like that because De Paul is playing amazing. Lautaro Martinez is playing amazing. Romero is a good defender. Overall, if you look at, they have a good goalkeeper. Everything is looking good. Their defense is looking good. Their midfield is looking good. Their attack is phenomenal, man. When Angel Di Maria are playing like that, Messi playing like that, Martinez playing really good, my God, they are a solid team. For me, they can be a team which can go deeply and can actually win it. Depends on Messi, man. If Messi plays well, they're gonna win it. If not, it's gonna be a bit of a problem, man. Coming to Group D, people would say, oh, there must be a player from Denmark. Sadly, thing is basically, not sadly, I think it's a good thing that Denmark doesn't have a proper one player that they depend on, right? They are a team which is good because they play as a team, not individuals. When it comes to individual, it's France. France play because they have great individuals. They perform like individuals, but they get the result because of the quality they have, right? They have Pogba, they have Kante, they have Benzema, they have Mbappe. They have so much quality. They have Nkunku as well. But I think the most important player for France in Group D, let's say, as well, is Mbappe. Mbappe, the player who is getting a lot of hate right now, shitload of hate from the Real Madrid fan, from the whole footballing world, let's be real. And then, also he got the hate because of this performance in Euros, but I feel like this is the tournament for him. He will prove every single of you guys wrong, all the haters he will prove wrong. I think if he plays at the level, then France, the World Cup curse is gone. Like just the way he carried the France in the World Cup, last World Cup, he can carry right now as well, and he's much better now than he was earlier, 4 years ago, right? So I just feel like it is Mbappe's tournament, man. If Mbappe turns up, one of the best youngster and one of the best player in the world, my God, it's going to be much easier for France, and I think then France can actually do a double, man. That is mental, bro. Coming to the Group E, this is a very hard group to basically predict, coming to the best players. Spain and Germany both are great teams, but both are teams which are not dependent on one single player. It's more like a team structure, I feel like. Spain, I always said it, man, the manager is fucking amazing. The manager is great. So overall, they look really, really solid. But they don't have a star quality. Whereas for Germany, you can say the same thing as well. But I think Germans have a better players. I would go... People disagree with me. I completely understand it. But he is a player. I'm going to talk about two players over here. Kimmich and Muller. I think both of these players are phenomenal. They are amazing. They are not superstars in a sense that they will not be doing like 10 score every game, but they will be like almost 8 out of 10 every game. That's the thing. They are consistent as fuck, man. They are really good. For me, I would give Muller the chance because I think Muller is just phenomenal, man. I love Muller, bro. He will not do something worldy, but he will do all things right. He will do his job. He will do all the things right. He may not do something great, but that's what you need. It's a team sport. If you do everything right, if you play like that, his number of assists and goals is just phenomenal. And just based off that and based off his consistency, I'm gonna give it to basically Muller. Muller is the best player in Group E, without a doubt, man. Coming to Group F, there are a couple of great players as well. Like, let's be real. Croatia, Modric. Amazing, right? Morocco's best player is not playing, so kind of sad for them. Canada, they have Alphonso Davies, who, who's looking great right now as well, right? Belgium. The team which is struggling right now. The team which almost everyone shits on in a sense, that, they had a era but never actually achieved that, right? But I think still you have to give it to Kevin De Bruyne. He's just, he's the best. I would say he's one of the best midfielder right now in the world, if not the best. Man, for me, he is the best midfielder in the world. Maybe Modric, can do the same as well. But yeah, Kevin De Bruyne has to be the one. He is young. He's great. If Kevin De Bruyne plays at top level, again, Belgium is a squad that can do wonders. But like I said, man, Belgium is not a team who does it when required. When the stakes are high, they always find a way to basically mess things up for themselves, man. Coming to Group G, I think this one is an easy one, man. Let's be real, it's gone with Brazil. Brazil is one of those teams as well that I would say that, doesn't rely on a particular one player. I think one player which stands out, it's Neymar. Neymar has to be the best player in this group without a doubt. And, this is the World Cup for him as well. This is the last World Cup. He has said it, man. He is really, really excited. Hopefully, nobody gets injured, man. Hopefully, there will be not an injury from Neymar this World Cup, and I think he can show the world, that people have forgotten about Neymar, right? Let's remind the world, how good he is, man. I think it's about time for Neymar, man. Coming to Group H, man. There's some amazing players, man. There's Ronaldo, there's Bruno Fernandes. There are so many great players. Some Liverpool fans would say, Darwin, Nunez. Don't listen to them because obviously he's nowhere near, man. First of all, let me make that clear. But the best player in this group has to be Ronaldo. Again, the last World Cup for him, he's excited. He's a player who basically, if he converts all the chances, which he mostly does, right? But World Cup is different, man. And this time I feel like earlier, it was different. Earlier, it was always on him. Right now, the Portugal team can actually win and can go to, even quarters. Even can go, I think they can easily go to quarters even without Ronaldo. I think that how good, Portuguese team is right now. I think they are pretty sick. And if Ronaldo does what he does, scoring goals, I think this team can actually go in the finals, You can see my predictions, it will be up here, my World Cup prediction. You can click on that and you can watch it. I think it has to be Ronaldo. The guy is a goal scoring machine, He's phenomenal. His last World Cup, he's excited. This team is looking good in terms of quality, just like Argentina. Earlier, both the team is very similar, man. Argentina were slightly better than, Portugal, obviously, earlier. But now, both the teams, without their star players and Messi and Ronaldo, if you put them aside as well, both the team can actually do some damage without them as well. So, that's why I feel like it has to be Ronaldo over here. My best player for the whole tournament. People hate me because I'm not picking. I hope, I hope it's going to be Messi, Ronaldo or Neymar. I really do hope that, because the last World Cup for him. I really do hope that, these three teams can win, so that for these three players, or Netherlands win because it's my team. But, I think the player of the season would be Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. I don't think so. He will win it, the World Cup. He will win the World Cup, because I don't think so. France as a team, right now is the right position to win the World Cup because of their managerial issue and all. But Kylian Mbappe is just phenomenal. He's crazy. He's amazing. He is going to be the best player of this tournament. Let's see. Tell me your opinions. Who's the best player for you from each group, man, in the comment section. And see you for the next video. Bye, guys.